Srihi Srimade Ramanujaya Namaha Srimad Varavara Munaye Namaha Sri Srinivasa Mahagurave Namaha ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Namaskar to all the devotees. Adiyan Nandakumara Srinivasa Dasan, Sri Krishna Institute of Vedic Studies, Katpadi, Vellore, Tamilnadu, India. Adiyan like to express my heartfelt wishes and congratulations to all the viewers of Sri Chakram Bakthi YouTube channel on this auspicious occasion of Sri Ramanavami, the divine appearance day of Lord Sri Rama. We are starting Bhagavad Gita Upanyasam in this channel, where we will be posting each and every sloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in a clear way so that devotees can understand easily in English language. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, being the manual of human life, should be studied and understood by all the people irrespective of the gender and irrespective of the religion across the globe. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, spoken by Lord Krishna to Arjuna, is not only for Arjuna but to all people in the world, because Bhagavad Gita carries a clear-cut solution for all the problems in the human life, that is both personal and official. The principles of Bhagavad Gita can be applied both in a individual man's life and also for a corporate company's running, that is to monitor and to schedule and to routine the daily activities of a company. This is the biggest beauty of Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita contains 18 chapters and 700 slokas. Each and every sloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita has a very beautiful meaning and inner potential hidden in the sloka, because the word hidden is very particular here, because the full real potential of the Bhagavad Gita slokas meaning can be understood by a human being according to the maturity level of his mind. If a man studies Bhagavad Gita in his young age, take for example around 20, he will get one meaning, and at 25 years he will get somewhat inner meaning. Suppose the same man is studying Bhagavad Gita around his 40 or 50 years age, at that time he will get still more inner depth of the meaning of these slokas. And again, if he studies the same sloka 20 years later, that is around 70 years age, at that time he will get still more inner depth of the meaning of the sloka. And again, if the same man continues reading Bhagavad Gita at the age of 85 or 90, still he will get inner depth of the slokas meaning. This is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. Now we are starting with the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, headed as Arjuna Vishada Yogam. This chapter is nothing but the narration of the battlefield of the kuru-kṣetre, that is where the Mahabharata war took place. In this chapter, we are going to clearly see who are all gathered in that war and what are all the important weapons used in that war, and who are all gathered there. That is the soldiers, the head of the soldiers' name, and some beautiful narration of that battlefield is going to be explained very clearly in this chapter. We welcome all the devotees to use this Upanyasam and get the inner depth of the meaning of Bhagavad Gita. Come, let us go into these slokas. Now, we are going to see the first sloka of the Bhagavad Gita from the first chapter. That is, out of the 700 slokas, this is the first sloka of Bhagavad Gita from the first chapter, as mentioned earlier, headed as Arjuna Vishada Yogam. Before that, a slight description of the battlefield of the Kuru-kṣetra. Both Pāṇḍavāś and Kauravas belong to the same family, and they are into the rulers of the particular dynasty. Because of ego of particular family members, that is the head of the family member dhṛtarāṣṭra and his son Duryodhana, the war is going to take place there. So this chapter very clearly explains about the battlefield of Kuru-kṣetra. Now the sloka. dhṛtarāṣṭra uvāca dharma-kṣetre kuru-kṣetre samavetā yuyutsavaḥ māmakāḥ pāṇḍavāś kim akurvata sañjaya. dhṛtarāṣṭra uvāca dharma-kṣetre kuru-kṣetre samavetā yuyutsavaḥ māmakāḥ pāṇḍavāś kim akurvata sañjaya. This is the first sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Now we are going to see the clear translation of this sloka and followed by the clear purport, that is commentary of this sloka. First, the translation of this sloka. dhṛtarāṣṭra said, O Sañjaya, after gathering on the holy field of Kuru-kṣetra and desiring to fight, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? Once again, the translation of this sloka. dhṛtarāṣṭra asked his assistant Sañjaya, O Sañjaya, after gathering on the holy field of Kuru-kṣetra and desiring to fight, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? That is, dhṛtarāṣṭra very clearly want to know that what his 100 sons named as Kauravas and his younger brother's sons, that is Pandava's sons, that 5 sons, what they are doing on the battlefield of Kuru-kṣetra. Now we are going into the commentary of the sloka. The two armies had gathered on the battlefield of Kuru-kṣetra, well prepared to fight a war that was inevitable. Still, in this verse, King dhṛtarāṣṭra asked Sañjaya what his sons and his brother Pandu's sons were doing on the battlefield. It was apparent that they would fight. Then why did he ask such a question? The blind king dhṛtarāṣṭra's fondness for his own sons had clouded his spiritual wisdom and deviated him from the path of virtue, that is, deviated him from the path of dharma. He had usurped the kingdom of Hastinapur from the rightful heirs, that is, the Pandavas, sons of his brother Pandu. Feeling guilty of the injustice he had done towards his nephews, his conscience worried him about the outcome of this battle, that is, the Kuru-kṣetra battle, Mahabharata war. The words dharma-kṣetre, the land of dharma, used by dhṛtarāṣṭra, depict the dilemma he was experiencing. Kuru-kṣetra is described in Vedas as a place of worship. It means Kuru-kṣetra is the sacrificial arena of the celestial gods. Hence, it was regarded as the sacred land that nourished dharma. Dhṛtarāṣṭra feared that the holy land might influence the minds of his sons. If it aroused the faculty of discrimination, they might turn away from killing their cousins and negotiate, that is, start negotiating. A peaceful settlement meant that the Pandavas would continue being a hindrance for them. He felt great displeasure at these possibilities, instead preferred that this war transpires. He was uncertain of the consequences of the war, yet desired to determine the fate of his sons. Therefore, Dhṛtarāṣṭra asked his assistant Sañjaya about the activities of the two armies on the battleground. Here ends the detailed commentary of the first sloka from the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, headed as Arjuna Vishada Yogam. Thank you so much. Jai Gauranga. Sarvam Krishnarpanam. Jai Sri Ram.